I'm excited for this one. You guys know we have been on this Michael Jackson journey. It's been a pleasure to dive into his music so far, and shout out to you guys in the comment section. This has been highly, highly requested. It has been on my list for a while now. It is finally time to dive into it, and this will be a first time for me as well. It's none other than Earth Song. Toucan. What in the Avatar just went on here? But I'm just kidding. It's not a movie reference. It's a real world reference.
What about sunrise? What about rain? What about all the things that you said we were to gain? What about killing fears? Is there a time? What about all the things that you said was yours and mine? Did you ever stop to notice all the blood we've shed before? Did you ever stop to notice this crying earth, this weeping shore?
Oh. Man, there's some powerful shots and lines from this. I just want to appreciate some more of this. I mean, look at this shot right here. Obviously, I've said this before when reacting to Michael Jackson. I didn't realize how much that he leveraged his platform and his music as a means for social change, as a means for protest, as a means to speak out and to shed light on important issues in our world. And in this case, like speaking out against poaching, you know, speaking out for animals. I mean, how many artists and pop stars will go, let's make a song about appreciating the world, protecting animals, protecting all life. I mean, look at some of these powerful shots and facial expressions here. But anyways, let's break down some of the lyrics.
Killing fear. What about rain? What about all the things that you said we were to gain?
I love those opening lines. Like, what about sunrise? What about rain? It's simple, and yet it sets the tone for me. It sets the stage poetically because you start thinking about the beautiful sunrises that we're all lucky to see in this world. Even the rain, embracing just Mother Nature, just feeling that. And then as this starts to build and progress, like once he breaks into his chorus where he's not saying any words, I take that as just like the earth crying, just the earth wailing, and kind of that just universal language of emotion that music gives us.
What about all the things that you said we were to gain? What about killing fear?
Very apt to show that when he gets on the killing fields line. And I like too, like you can just hear him like take that breath. Like it's a little bit breathier here. It's very heavy. It brings you in. You can feel that just burden on Michael as he's singing these lines.
Is there a time? What about all the things that you said was yours and mine?
What about all the things that you said was yours and mine? And you think about it. You think about what humans are doing to planet Earth and how we're destroying the living species around us, the beautiful things that are in this world. It's supposed to be yours. It's supposed to be mine. But are we truly taking care of it?
Did you ever stop to notice?
That transition right there, coming out of just the burning and the flames and the fire into the green. Yeah, that's really, really dope.
All the blood we shed before.
Just walking that line between life and death, and then we're here watching a tree fall.
You ever stop to notice
And you see these different tribal families. And for me, it's not just about the animals. It's not just about the earth. It's also the people that it affects, the people who live in these areas of deforestation, the rich cultures that it affects as well. And that line too, this crying earth, this weeping shore. What a way to put it. That's powerful. One so full of life, and then you show the death.
What have we done to the world? Look what we've done. What about all the peace that you pledged your only son? What about flowering fields? Is there a time? What about all the dreams that you said was yours and mine? Did you ever stop to notice?
He just had a line there about your only son. Was that a biblical line? Like God sending Jesus down, his only son, to save humanity, to save us?
What about all the dreams that what about flowering fields?
Interesting how the first verse he had about killing fields, and then he flips it here into flowering fields. You know, just a nice contrast. And for me, again, walking that contrast between destruction, new life, green, red, fire, birth, all of that is encapsulated here as the world turns and spins. And it's also interesting how these verses are set up to ask questions. What about? What about? Almost like reminding us of something within our history, reminding us of something that it feels like we as humans have forgotten. But it's important to pose it as a question instead of a statement to me, because that kind of brings us in, that invites us to think, that invites us to participate in this message.
Is there a time? What about all the dreams that you said was yours and mine? Did you ever stop to notice?
Powerful scene right there, putting the hand out and then the chainsaw causing the hand to pull back.
All the children dead from war. Did you ever stop to notice? This crying earth, this weeping shore.
Then we don't just show the war on planet Earth, we show some of the results of war amongst ourselves. What about the children? I mean, look at that, just singular shot right there. That is so powerful. The children's bike, just obviously bombed, destroyed.
Did you ever stop to notice? This crying earth, this weeping shore. I used to dream, I used to glance beyond the stars. Now I don't know where we are, although I know we're drifting by.
Oh. It's an interesting mix production-wise because these strings build, it feels kind of orchestral, it feels epic in certain places, and then other places, like you introduce the guitars, you just have so many different elements and arrangements. And for me, I think that's kind of perfect for encapsulating a very wide, diverse world as well, and the messages and themes that he's touching upon. about nature's worth? It's our planet's womb. That's a bar. I'll tell you what, the filmmaking and the effects, and you think about the time period this was released, it's incredible. I love this concept of showing this destruction. And Michael has such a beautiful voice, like almost angelic at the beginning. And then here, this just final bridge or verse, whatever it is, the way it takes us out, he takes us to church. And I love how it turns kind of gospel because he had a few religious references in this. And for me, there is that sort of soul searching and trying to find that spirituality. So I like that decision to kind of have the callbacks. What about us? Sounding gospel, just hitting on a different level, this final crescendo. But for me, after the death and destruction, he's not just talking about the wrongs. He's trying to provide a message of hope. He's trying to provide a light at the end of the tunnel by undoing all these things, by the trees reforming, by the elephants coming back to life, right? By the pollution going away. And I love some of the things that he laments too with the lyricism. What a powerful ending. Such a dope shot too, this. What about animals? What about elephants crying whales? He also had before this. This all shaking. You think it's the end. I love this setup here because you think, oh, Armageddon, end of the world is coming right here. This is what we're marching towards. But he takes that and he flips it. And that cry out. There it is. What about yesterday? That's kind of like the foreshadowing of what's about to happen because he takes us back to yesterday almost with reversing things. What about Africans, the forgotten continent, really? The continent that doesn't get enough coverage, that Europeans once divided up like pizza slices in the Treaty of Westphalia. But you talk about the wars currently going on, child soldiers, blood diamonds, the DRC, Somalia, Ethiopia, all these terrible conflicts that don't get really Western attention, don't really get Western coverage. I mean, it's still so true and rings hauntingly to this day as well. But I love he talks about environmental issues. He talks about the earth. He talks about animals. He talks about leaning into poaching, protecting species, right? The whales that are dying, that are being, hunted and killed. He talks about the elephants as well for their tusks, for the ivory. And then he talks about human conflict and human war. There's just so much here. I feel like this is a Michael just looking at the world and just like watching the news and going, what is wrong? I have to release this. I have to find a way to encapsulate this. But also, it's not just a release. Like I said, there's also this sort of empowerment too. There's this trying to still inspire, trying to bring light to these things. He said, what about the Holy Land? Holy Land still in conflict, that's for sure. What about the common man as the elite continue to wage their warfare? I just heard a clapping there. I can imagine Michael in the booth singing that clapping. Such a dope shot, the tusks returning. But what about Abraham? Another religious reference here, Abraham, right? The promise made by God to Abraham and the formation of Israel and his tribes. What about death again? Getting philosophical. I talked about the strings, but right there, there's these brass elements that get introduced as well. Man, it's such a build, and you just hear the whoo, just that vocal crescendoing and just build and harmonizing towards the mix. Just so much happening, such a full mix. And for me, it's a credit to Michael's voice, how he just still cuts through, right? And still has that empowerment. It just shows his range and his ability as a vocalist. That might be one of my favorite songs from Michael Jackson. It gets me excited because I'm actually getting ready to go film a music video and a song that I have called Chicken Noodle Soup, which is about the environment and dealing with climate change and everything. And I feel like it's crazy how this is the test of classics for me, when artists make messages like this and they still are so hauntingly true and they still feel just so sharp and so biting and critical and applicable to today. Michael Jackson, you're Knox Hill certified. Hope you guys liked today's video. Listen, if you're here at the end, obviously join the content. Do me a huge favor, support the channel directly, subscribe, notifications on. It all helps. It all goes a long way. Also, comment down below what else you want to see me react to on this MJ journey. As always, everyone, stay safe, stay positive. Take care of this. Take care of this. Oh yeah. If you want to support, by the way, I'm wearing my own merch today. So bars got to catch them all. Knox Hill hats. We got shirts. We got hoodies. Everything you need if you want to rep the brand. If you want to support, knoxhillmusic.com. I'll put all links down there. All right, everybody, stay safe, stay positive. I'll catch you again.
Out of luck, not fucked up. Hear it in my head and I feel like I've been cut. I blame it on the stress, I've been thinking too much. Voices in my head, I just wanna be numb. Oh no, I don't belong here.